Welcome to Eternity, the Dark World.
你准备好了吗？
I turned to an addict, I brought me a paddock, I brought her a baby one. Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, it came with 2 doors, yeah, that's the Mercedes one. I stay with the baddest, I'm counting the cabbage while making my lady come. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a Brabus, that's why I be racing. Yeah, we brought the 4 door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought the 4 door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought the 4 door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought the 4 door, had to get ready for war. I got static in my city, who fucking with me? Pull up with this 30 and this chopper hold a 50. Man, I heard that nigga Mickey. That's too risky. Man, we spray his car, spray his window. Icky, icky. She keeps sucking on my dick, trying to get it hickey, hickey. Girl, I swear that pussy too wet. Sticky, sticky. I kicked her right out of the front door. I'm picky, picky, yeah. And every time she go to call my phone, I'm busy, busy, yeah. Hello. I heard it's some niggas that's on my head. I heard it's some niggas that want my brain. Oh my god. Y'all niggas bet you'll be for y'all, I'll be dead. Whole lot of hoes, whole lot of men. Yeah, whole lot of clothes, nigga be stealing my swag. Whole lot of emeralds, please tuck your baguettes. Yeah, whole lot of red rubies on my neck. Uzi, it came with a tick. The brick, it came with a vid. I can teach you how to flex. The Draco, it came with a vest. The condo, it came with a pit. My new bitch, she came with some nick. Man, these boy ain't believe me until I pulled up and my neck was on switch. Man, these boy ain't believe me, they thought I believe in the devil like witch. Man, these boy ain't believe me, a real rock star chrome heart on my beanie. I swear these boy cannot see me, that's why I be living my life like I'm Stevie. Wake up Versace, my bitch, I got on that tissue, I use for the change. I turned to an addict, I brought me a paddock, I brought her a baby one. Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, it came with 2 doors, yeah, that's the Mercedes one. I stay with the baddest, I'm counting the cabbage while making my lady come. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a Brabus, that's why I brought a G-Wagon. Yeah, we brought the 4 door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, I ain't fuck a bitch so long, I do it in a Honda Accord. I had to count my money on the iron board. I just took that bitch shopping, but behind the stores. I had to get all my niggas off buying, I had to get them off holding. I had to take 12 right on the mile, drive it like my van was stolen. It seemed like my birthday brand new, cause I'm only known just to flow. Yeah, I just know they be watching it, yeah, I just know they be watching. All these hoes love me, I am such a slimy guy. Nigga, do not trust me, baby, I'ma bust you. Way before you bust me, you shouldn't have trust me. Girl, you got off lucky. Yeah. If it's beef, no partake. No, I do not eat steak. All I eat is fish plates. My diamonds so cold in the freezer, my wrist. Somewhere in the hill, probably my bitch stay. Switching my crib and you know I'm gon' switch states. I made $1 million, yeah, off a mixtape. I made $1 million. I turned to an addict, I brought me a paddock, I brought her a baby one. Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, it came with 2 doors, yeah, that's the Mercedes one. I stay with the baddest, I'm counting the cabbage while making my lady come. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a Brabus, that's why I be racing. Yeah, we brought the 4 door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, I ain't fuck a bitch so long, I do it in a Honda Accord. I had to count my money on the iron board. Yeah, I just took that bitch shopping, fuck behind the stores. Fuck behind the stores. You know that I gotta keep it real, fuck behind the stores. Sure. You know that I gotta keep it real, fuck behind the stores. Yeah, count up a $500,000, I'm behind the stores. Yeah, she gonna that molly like she ain't never take a pill before. You acting too tough like your homie ain't never get killed before.
What's going on, guys? More in chat. What's going on, everyone? Man, I feel good today. I don't know why. I think because I had coffee or something this morning. I haven't had coffee in a long time. I usually just skip the coffee. I just go like tea or something or water. But I don't know. I was feeling coffee today, and now I just feel energetic. Like the caffeine just hit me. Like tonight, you know. I was feeling a little tired anymore, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I woke up like at around 5, woke up earlier, and I was a bit tired. I was like, oh fuck, I need coffee. So then, drank my cup like about 30 minutes ago, and I think it hit me. So, I mean, 1 cup down, 4 more to go today. How many cups do you guys drink a day for coffee? Let me know in the chat. How many cups of coffee do you guys drink in a day? Because I know people that drink like 3 in a day, 4 in a day. Like people go crazy. Like my dad drinks like 3 cups a day or something. Like 1 or 2. Is it bad to drink like 4 or 5 cups a day? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's probably bad, right? I mean, it's caffeine. 1 or 2 low key. two cups of tea. Tea has like a third of what coffee has though in caffeine them. You know, it's like tea's like you can drink like 8 cups of tea, and that would be equivalent to like 4 cups of coffee. I mean 4 cups of coffee. So I mean, or not even 4 cups of coffee. 8 cups of tea, 2 cups of coffee. There you go. What's going on, chat? Something different today. You guys in a good mood or what? What's going on? 3 cups of coffee. All right, let's get started, guys. All right, GJ. GJ. Ooh, GJ. The London session moved pretty decent. This previous 4-hour candle from the opening to pretty much the 3 a.m. or no, yeah, the 2 hour ago. Yeah, it was like a 50 pip range to go down. Wow. So GJ actually came down. Okay, so the thing about GJ is, from the dare perspective, I am expecting like price to continue up bullish. Like I'm bullish on GJ, right? So that's because like if you take a look at this, you kind of have like a resistance here that was formed, and we actually, like you guys can say, closed above this resistance. So I'm expecting like today's candle, this one, to continue to push up here, probably until like around this level, or even around like this level. Like that's my daily target for the day, right? I'm still bullish. So as long as we respect like this previous low, I'm still bullish. So I don't care if price were to come down like all the way down to here. Like it wouldn't really affect my analysis, because as long as price respects that, I'm bullish, right? It's just a matter of where we're going to get entries in. So I think I'm gonna wait for support to be formed on like a smaller time frame. So I think we have formed that. Go down to like a 30-minute, 1 hour time frame. You're gonna notice that on a 1 hour time frame, you kind of have I guess you can say, price came down, boom, came down, boom. Oh look, bullish candle. So if this is like your support that's being formed right here on GJ, and this is like your previous like resistance that you have here, this is on your over range, right? So if we're creating support here at the bottom of the range, high chance as we're closing bullish respecting lows, we will look to continue up to retest the high again. So I mean, you can probably sneak in some decent buys there for GJ to retest the highs again. I mean, this range isn't bad. This range here is going to be about 800 to about 30 pip range, 20 pip range, 25, 30 pip range. You can probably catch. So I mean, not bad at all. So let me go mark this up real quick. Yeah, support formed, resistance formed. Yeah, this range is not bad at all. Not bad. Yeah, 4 pip range. Yeah, you can catch like a decent 8 to 17 pips in this range. Let's see. Can we get entries in though? Okay, so entries for me now, if I'm looking for entries, like I see that we have created like some type of minor resistance here. So I'm probably gonna wait for this to break here. Once this resistance breaks, I'm gonna shift my focus towards this candle here. Probably gonna look to take buys above here to go further up towards this target here. So like this is gonna be my clean traffic candle, and I kind of broke it down from like the 1 hour time frame perspective already. So you guys can get the idea of the trade, right? So yeah, that's my breakdown. That's what I'm gonna look for GJ. So I'm gonna just clear this up a little bit. Let me just draw this over here, and let me just put waiting for buys above here. There you go. Voila. Simple day in the markets. We have our plan. Now all we gotta do is wait, and this is the part where people some people struggle at, right? So if you can wait, then follow your plan. You're all good. Good morning, baby. Let's get this money. Hey, what's going on? Glad to see you guys back. Had to take a personal day. I was joining you after you look at a trade. Good luck today. No worries. You too. Why is your bias short to retest the low? Yeah, so like my overall daily bias is bullish from a daily perspective and a weekly perspective, right? But like I wouldn't mind looking for sell positions if you were to break below his range, because even if you were to break below, you can take like some minor sell trends, some minor sells to kind of go against the trend, but cause like remember how I said how the day time frame, as long as we respect like this level down here at like 138, 950, we're bullish because this is a pretty day low. So price can come down all the way down here for all we know. That's another 70 pips coming down. So I mean, yeah, taking sells does make sense if you're taking a short-term sells. It's not like we're holding sells forever. So I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind taking sells, especially below like 139, 586 there, because below that support, you have kind of clean traffic coming down towards like this area. So I mean, the day low is all the way down here. So as long as we respect that low, we should be like price could still flip bullish at any time. So yeah, sells aren't a bad idea at all. I just would prefer to take buys today, but I will keep sells in the back of my head if the opportunity does come. Yeah, there's that. You already know what to do this morning. What's going on? Morning. Don't 3 cups of coffee. 3 cups of coffee in a day? Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, the most coffee I've drank in a day is 1 cup. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, I don't go too crazy on coffee, but you know, is it just me or like coffee? It before like when I first started drinking, it never worked on me. Like it didn't really I didn't get any type of reaction to coffee before, like out of the caffeine that was in coffee. Like, it never woke me up until maybe like this year was when it really started to like work, I guess you can say. I guess because like your body's like getting used to it. I came here for the BGM. What does that mean? BGM. Let me guess. BGM. What does that mean? Will sells be nice? Yeah, sells be nice. Sells below here, coming down to potentially like around this range here. So 25 pip range going down, I'll look for probably. I mean, you can probably attempt like a 40 pip range coming down all the way to support, but I'm probably gonna look for just sells coming down, like if anything here or even like this area, around this range. Most likely here though. Like I'm just gonna try to catch 10 pips, taking sells there maybe. Let's see though. The background music. Oh, BGM background music. Okay. Coffee make you use the toilet a lot? Hey, does anyone here drink G Fuel? G Fuel. You guys know G Fuel? It's pretty much like, you know, this is that every gamer just drinks it. Like people say it works. It's like it has no sugar in it though, but yeah, there's hella ads on it. I think it's just like it's an industry plant. I don't know. It looks. Some people say it looks disgusting. Some people it looks good, but I mean, I don't know. It looks good to me. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty tasty, but yeah, maybe one day, you know, I'll start saying use my code DONVOLT for 30% off, or use my code ControlFX for 30% off G Fuel. Link in the description. Yeah, there's a lot of ads on it. The thing about G Fuel is that is that a chart? Let me go check this out. The thing about G Fuel is that all the ads are from like gamers. There's no Forex trader ads like, or Forex streamers. Like no other Forex streamer has an ad. Has a code for G Fuel or sponsorship with them, right? So maybe we could be the first. Who knows? What do you have here? GJ 30-minute time frame. Resistance formed. 30-minute low broken. No signs for buys. Mid low might retest it. Yeah. So Sells? Like, did you get in sells yet, or what are you looking for? Are you in the sell? Are you waiting for like something to break? Because from my perspective, I'm looking at it like this. Like, you have a resistance form there, and then you have like your support kind of form there. So if anything, I'll look for sells below this area. And obviously sells below here as well, right? But below this area would be ideal. Does that bother you guys? This monitor here? It's fine. Take a little gold here. Wait, is there any news today? There's USD. Okay, there's none today. Yeah, we talked this through yesterday. Nothing happened. How about overnight? Nothing happened overnight. Oh, 3 hours ago. What is this? Oh, more Brexit news. Okay. Other than that, none expecting. That was it. Okay. So for today though, you have no news. Tomorrow you have no news at all. Well, like very minor news. Like these are like I don't really look at these as news. Like this is just minor news. Doesn't really make an impact that much on the markets. Unless it's red folders. Even if it's some red folders, sometimes doesn't even move the markets as much. Yeah, Friday might be big though. Friday you have NFP. Yeah, Friday's gonna be huge. NFP, and you have like unemployment change for all that good stuff. And then next week he's kind of. Yeah, next week's gonna be kind of boring. Rate cuts for Canada. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty chill week to be honest until Friday. Actually got you? What do you mean? The unexpected news got you last night? For what? GJ? You took buys? You took buys on this candle here? Stops previous candle? I mean, it came up. How did the news get you there? Bro, broke the high. I was in for a buy. Oh, you got in a buy once you broke the highs. I mean, it came up 11 pips. Oh, it dropped in 11 in 1 second? Damn. Hey, sometimes the no promo device works. In this case, it would have worked. And I mean, yeah, if you have the no promo device, I'm pretty sure it would have worked there for you. You would have secured your stuff. You would have secured your 10 pips if you set the auto 10 pips thing. Then you have to set a stop loss. Damn. I usually do the opposite. The first thing I do is set a stop loss. A TP, I can't just let it like just chill for a bit. And then I'll set a TP as price starts to move. But I don't know, it's our personal preference. But yeah, like stop losses will always be your main priority. Because anything can happen in the markets. At any time the markets could collapse, who knows? Yeah, stop loss is definitely first. That's your main priority, man, because you do not want to blow your account, especially if you have a stop loss in mind. The worst thing you want to do is not put it in, and then some unexpected stuff happens. You know, like who knows, you can get some type of vaccine news or something, and then yeah, definitely noted. URD, what do you think? What do I think for what? URD. If you send me a chart, you know what? I'm feeling good today. Coffee hit me, so let me just take a look at it. Am I? Yeah. Euro AUD here, bullish. Okay, cool. We're bullish here. We have broken above this resistance here. Broke above, price close above this area. Take a look at this, looking left. We should be head up towards like that resistance right there because you're using this as another clean traffic. So that's the day perspective. Drop down to like a 30-minute time frame if you're looking for buys. Since you're following your high time frame analysis here, I'll say buys above this area here would be ideal. Buys above there. Going up till probably this resistance here around this area would be your trade that I would look for if I was in Euro AD. About 23 pip range go up. Yep, that'll be ideal. 15 is about close here in 8 minutes though. I'll probably wait for this candle to close above. Once you get a closure above, the 1 hour will close above as well. The 1 hour will then close bullish. 30 minute would then close bullish above. I think that'll be your entry candle going up towards the target area. Perfect, right? This is a nice setup, not bad. Yeah, your AD is pretty clean. Weekly is bullish, daily is bullish. Everything's just bullish here. We're kind of, if you take a look at this on a weekly time frame, we're kind of breaking, like we kind of form support here, and it's like over a range, right? So if we're breaking this high after bouncing off the support, high chance this is your low for the week, and price should continue up to fill the rest of the range for the rest of the week, or until this resistance right here. If you're taking a look at this. This is some minor resistance you have in a weekly time frame, but other than that, above here would be ideal buys, especially on this candle mirroring. I break down things pretty quick, right, guys? But you know, it comes with a lot of practice. You know, you see how fast it broke down. Like EU, like this. Looking at this, like technically, I don't even have to look. I don't even have to draw anything on my chart. I can just look at it from like just my eyes perspective. I'll notice that you have like a resistance here, and this candle close above, and I just consider taking buys going up towards resistance on a day time frame. Like it just comes with practice though. A lot of people might take more time with it, you know, but the more practice you have, just showing up every day, doing the same thing every day, it just comes natural. It's second nature too. Like I put a lot of hours in. Like when you know when I first started FX, like I was spending like at least minimum 5 hours a day. But I started to realize that you know, too much studying a day is not really gonna help you. So like now I just put in like around 2-3 hours a day. Like this right now, what I do every morning, my live streams, like 2-3 hours a day. Like that's my back test for every day. So that's pretty much what I do. After that, I don't touch Forex. I just go on with my day. Come back the next day, same time, you know. So it's just every day. So you look at the minute 15 for entry. Minute 15, minute 30 usually for entries. Yeah. Oh, those would be my two ideal time frames for entries. Bro, I spent 2 years losing. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. You know why it takes time? It's because like when you backtest, you're just backtesting history in the past. Like, it's so easy to really just like, you know, go in the past. Like just go like, oh yesterday, oh yeah, this is what price did. Oh yeah, take buys above there. Okay, cool. This is like you already know what happened, or you know. But it's like it takes time because like doing it with live markets is gonna be obviously harder. With emotions and all that, right? And that's the hard part. And so that's why it takes a lot of time and experience to get over those habits that you're facing. Like anyone can catch buys here or sells there, right? But the hard part is just like doing consistently and just, you know, managing your risk and all that. being consistent is the hardest thing in FX, man. Like, there's levels to being consistent. Though. There's a consistent level when you first start, where you know you might be winning trades here and there, and after there's another level of consistency later on in your trading career, where you have like a certain winning rate in the market, and it's just there's different levels to it, but it takes a lot of time, man. Like, no one's in FX is ever gonna be in full form, like, you know, like Optimus Prime full form in trading. Like, I'm not like in full form yet. Like, there's obviously more studying that needs to be done, or not studying, but more experience, I guess. I'm only 2 years in, right? Like, even your greatest traders out there, they will never be in full form. There's always ways for improvement. Have you read in books? No, I don't really. I never picked up a forex book in my life. I never will. I'm just not I'm more of a visual learner, hands-on. So, the way I learned was just me losing accounts. It took me a good 20, 30 accounts, you know. So, some books help people, some don't. Like, for me, I know for a fact it will not help me. It just depends on you, to be honest. I've never read a book in my life. FX book. Maybe a book too, I'm joking. Like, if you were to recommend a book and say, oh yeah, Don, read this and you'll make $1 million, I would not read it, man. I just don't learn like that. Like, no matter what I do, I would not learn by reading a book in FX. Naked Forest, I heard of that. That's the first book I heard of. How much to lose with 20 accounts? I honestly cannot remember exactly how much, but it was up there, man. It was up there. But yeah, like, blowing accounts for me, that's what helped me, because I learned from my mistakes. And many mistakes. Repeating the same mistakes over and over and over. So that's why I stress all the time when I tell people that when you have a week, when you finish off a week or finish off a month, just look back at all your trades, see what you could do better. You know, look for ways for improvement all the time. Winning trades or losing trades. You know, something I did not do when I first started. I just fell in the same boat over and over, made the same mistakes over and over again without even realizing it. You know, sometimes I'll realize it and I'll still do it, because it's an ego that's in your head that tells you to do a certain thing a certain way. You need to over leverage here. You need to over trade here. You know, it's just all emotions. Can you see yourself doing streams for years? Yeah, it's gonna be a year in like a couple months, but yeah, definitely. This is only a start. I don't know for how long, but I love streaming every morning. I love talking to chat. I love trading with other like-minded people in the morning. I love the organic traders and the not the EMA, the GMO traders as well. So it's all love. I'm on the right path. Yeah, I mean, some people don't even blow like 20, 30 accounts, man. Like, that might seem crazy for a lot of people, but like I said, like, everyone has their own journey, right? Like, I know people that are on their first account still, and they've been trading for 2 years. Like, my friend, I'm not gonna say his name, but my other friend, I talk to him a lot, and he never blew an account. He's on his first account still, and that's because he just manages risk better. He doesn't have like that habit of needing to overtrade, needing to over leverage on trades, and that's something I had to deal with when I first started trading. And that was a big the reason why I wasted a lot of accounts and wasted a lot of time when I first started, just because I had a lot of emotions with over trading and over leveraging, especially over leveraging. I just wanted to, you know, make money quick. Gold's dropping. What's happening with gold? Oh, gold. Yeah. Gold forming like a resistance here, and then kind of at the support here, kind of in the range here. Obviously, sells would be below here, and then obviously come down towards probably this area. That'll be your sell. Roughly around this area. Hey Don, the lots you popped now, did you build your account to a certain point in order to pop those lots, or did you fund your account in order to pop those lots when you became more proficient at trading? I'll say kind of both. Like, I had funds, and like obviously with building my account, like I guess I can say like the withdrawals add up. You know, it's kind of like both, like both. How to run across the strategy? I ran across Q Banks, I ran across Astro Effects, I ran across Steve Morrow, I ran across who's that other guy? Crypto Wizard. I ran across Sean Lee FX. I ran across Down Savage. I ran across what else did I run across? Run across what's his name? Lamberau. Ran across WDL. Ran across Uncle Ted. I ran across a lot of people. Got a lot of value from a lot of people. Gotta give credit to everyone, right? You can't just give credit to one person. No, but like, yeah. I mean, I ran across a lot of people. A lot of stuff that I ran through in my trading career. Reading candles, though, that's on me. Reading candles, I didn't learn that from anyone else. That's just straight from me. Breaking down candles backwards, that's all from me. Just me experimenting. Like, I wouldn't even say this is a strategy, man. I think it's just being like very fluid and just with the markets just doing the same thing over again. But I don't know. I wouldn't consider it a strategy. So for your minute 13 is where you enter. Depending on the situation, man. Depending on the situation, the time frame, like just the situation. Like yesterday you see me answer in a 15. Today you see me answer in 30 minutes. Some days you might see me answer in a 1 hour. Like, it just depends in the situation. Depends how candles line up on other time frames. Like with the 1 hour, if you have a resistance here at 30 minute, if we have broken that area already, like it just depends, you know. It's kind of hard to explain right now because I'm not in the trade, but when I'm in the trade, I'll explain it. Hit target, nice. Yep. Whoever wanted to trade your AED, there you have it. Your AED has came up to tap, well, about to tap the initial target here. Pretty clean. Got me dead, bro. You haven't taken a trade any day today? No, I haven't taken a trade since Monday. I took one trade Monday, 10 pips, that's it. I didn't take a trade yesterday, and I'm going to take a trade today, but well, I'm planning to take a trade today. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, right? Yesterday I was planning to take a trade as well, but there was just no entries for me. Someone sent a chart, Carlo, with the chart here, first chart of the day. What's going on? What do you have here? Ooh, you got nice sells here. This is what, gold? 30-minute time frame, nice. Rejected resistance, confirm resistance, bearish candle. Kind of broke the low. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to break the low here. Nice. Close percent runner going. Close foe. Nice. Yep. Very clean trade. This is how you kind of trade it within the range. It's not as easy. It takes a lot more. It takes more practice and time for price action. But the more you have experience, I guess. And also, it depends on like just the range itself, like how the range looks. Like this range here is very tradable. This is a very tradable range. I would say this range here will get untradable if something like this happens. If you start to like push back up and then do something like this, this is when it will get very untradable because it'll be turned into a consolidation, you could say. A range for me is different from a consolidation. Just understand that. Consolidation, I'll say, is when we get stuck in a range for a long time, period of time. I'll say a range for me is just when price creates a high and price creates a low. That's a range. Like this right now, we're in a range right now. Price create a low here. The moment this happened right here, this is your range, right? You have a support form, you have resistance form. This is now your range area. Do you swing? No, I don't. Sometimes I turn my scalps into swings, but I'm not really looking to swing. No, I used to swing though. Ooh. Okay, so I'm waiting for the 15 close on GG here. So, the hourly. Oh, this current hourly candle broke the highs. Okay. Wait, does this candle already come up like that? Wait. Is my thing messed up? Where's my timer? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was gonna say, why does my chart look choppy? There it is. Okay. Okay. This hourly came down. 15-minute came down. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for maybe a 15-minute closure below here. Once you get that closure, I'm gonna look for sells coming down. And my target for the sells would be probably this area, around this range right here. That 30-minute range right there. That'll be my ideal target. So not bad. A 20-30 pip range going down. Same move we might get from yesterday, right? The same selves. Bro, check this one out. Sure. I think you gotta explain to me what you see here, man. I just see a bunch of emails. Like I know what they kind of mean, but like, if you know, I would rather get a like I don't know what you're looking at, a buy or sell. You know, like what are you waiting for? I understand that emails are crossing here. You know, you have the ketchup crossing the mustard here. You have the RSI here. I don't know. You have the volume here. You have some news here. You know, you know, you have a line here. But like, what are you looking for? If this 15-minute close below 30-minute has on top, would you say out? No. I'm probably gonna anticipate sells. The condiment plant. Yeah. I'm not really. I'm probably still gonna anticipate sells, even though this 1 hour has no top wick, because it's by the way the volume is pushing GJ here. Bro, check this out. Alright, bro. I'll check it out, bro. What you got going on, bro? You sent the same chart? This is the same chart, man. I checked this out already. You haven't made any changes, man. Unless you missed it or something. What, AFK? Oh, go back like a good 3 minutes. Or a good 2 minutes. Cool. Looks like we're about to break through here. If you get some type of closure, that would be ideal. Stops might be a bit big here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna, if I enter sell positions, I'll look to use the current candle stops as my stop loss to anticipate sales. Because if you really think about it, if you were to enter a position here and have stop loss up here at the previous candle high, I mean, how would you manage it, right? You manage it once price breaks this low, moving stops to the current candle. So if the next candle forms and continues to drive down, I mean, you can just be aggressive with the entries and just enter current candle with the stops at the current candle high, because you're already gonna enter here with stops previous candle anyways, right? And manage it moving to the current candle anyway. So you might as well just start off with that and let it run risk free coming down, or let it run coming down. Kind of the same thing. Oh, you got GJ to 18 pips, nice. I know a lot of people are getting FOMO right now. A lot of people are getting FOMO. Put a 1 in the chat if you have FOMO right now. You ready to hit target? Yep. You ready to hit target. Congrats if you caught it. Hey, Fernando Sucre. 1-1-1. What's FOMO? It's when you fear of missing out. That's what it means. Anti-FOMO over this way. Yeah, FOMO is when you have fear of missing out. You can't really have FOMO when you didn't plan to trade out. Like, my plan was to take a sell if we were to close below, right? But like that didn't happen, so like I don't have FOMO over this. Like, I see the move coming down. Like, it was expected to come down anyways. Like, if we were to break below the support, it was expected for price to drive down. So we already seen this coming. It's just that the entries, like how are we gonna get entries in, right? So if there's no entries, then there's technically no FOMO, or you know, it wasn't your plan to get a position anyways. So you can't really get mad at yourself. What a lot of people do is that they'll be like, oh fuck, I missed this trade here, and they wouldn't realize that they never planned for a trade, so they can't get mad at themselves for missing the trade. Some people get mad or upset that they missed a trade and then start to have FOMO, right? But I guess if you took a sell here off the hourly time frame at once price closes bearish at resistance, I mean, if you take a sell there, have stops current previous candle to retest the lows, I mean, this kind of makes sense, that scenario, if you look at it from that perspective. For me, I was looking at 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame is just a bit choppy in this area, so I kind of just wanted a breakout, which we did, but obviously there was no entries below here, so I couldn't really enter. Now you see it was expected to come down. Well, not expected to come down, but like it was expected to come down once we broke below this area. Like so when you mark up your charts, you're expecting like you're anticipating things to happen once you break above or below, right? So for example, if I have a saying here that says like I'm expecting buys above here and they're expecting sells below here, like you know that if we were to break above, we will continue up towards this area, and if we were to break below, you'll come down towards this area, right? In this case, since we came down and break this certain level here, we expect the price to continue coming down to fill the initial target and to fill this entire range here, right? So I mean that happened. It's just that we couldn't really get entries in. But like the overall picture, the overall sell was expected to happen once we broke below that range. But like, I mean, what was the reason why you expected that candle exhausting coming back into range? Like, what was the reason for that though? Is it because you feel it or you see something? You know. You gotta look at it from a probability standpoint, right? Like, yeah, you felt it, right? So that's different. Like it should never be off emotions. Like, this for me looking for cells below here, which is all tentacles, because like, I understand that this is your range, and once we break below, we'll get continuation down or continuation up, right? In this case, we broke below, so I mean, that's why I kind of said expected to continue down in this area. Like, it's just a probability thing. If we're constantly rejecting this area and we haven't got a closure below, once we get a closure below, high chance we're gonna continue down, right? Yeah, felt it. Yeah, which is wrong thinking. Yeah, not wrong thinking, but like it's better ways to look at it than just feeling it. Take pride from last move, bro. I really appreciate it. Good stuff, man. Would you consider to enter G to self retest? Yeah. So what I'm looking for now is probably like if we do continue back up to make resistance, maybe something like this. Like we don't know where it's gonna be yet. It could be here, or it could be up here, at this area, right? But wherever it is, once resistance is formed, like we're not trying to predict the next resistance, we're trying to see the next resistance. So this could be here, who knows? Logical level, right? So once we actually close bearish at resistance, I will look for sells to retest the lows. I'll take a sell on this candle, come down to retest this low. So this will be my entry candle, stop loss for this candle, targeting this area. I'll try and catch this move. If anything, leave a runner coming down. I'll wait for that resistance to be formed. And that's the, you can call it the retest trade. Consider answers. AUD USD, what do you have here? I mean, again, you gotta label your charts, man. I don't know what you're looking for here. Like, I obviously have a feeling of a sense of what you're looking at, because I understand what these means here. What this means, like you're saying that this is a range, you're waiting for a breakout to this downside, come down to retest this low. But like, you know, if I didn't know what you were doing, I wouldn't know what the hell you were looking for in this trade, right? So I mean, just label it. If you want to know how to label charts, just go to like my Instagram poster. Like for example, like this is a label chart. Maybe this right here. Oh, not that. This over here or something. Oh, not that. This? Yeah, right here. This is a label chart. So go see some examples. Which one gives you the best confirmation? Closing bearish on what time frame? Which one gives you best confirmation? What do you mean? Oh, it depends. Like I don't know. 15-30 minute probably. What do you think about selling gold right now? Selling gold right now? Oh yeah, that would be pretty clean. I'll say this would be a high probability trade. Thing is though, you're taking a counter trend, so if anything, you could anticipate very short-term sells coming down, because price is still bullish, right? But even if we come down here, the daily will still be bullish, so it wouldn't really affect anything, right? Because for all we know, price can come down all the way down here and then shoot back up, because the day time frame is bullish, but the low for the daily is all the way down at like 1807. So until we actually break 1807, we're actually still bullish. So price can come down here, come down, and still be bullish on the daily time frame. So I mean, yeah, taking sells below its range here is not a bad idea at all. It's pretty clean, because we have had rejections here in the past, rejection. So I mean, this candle here actually closed below the support, therefore we are breaking support. We should continue down towards like probably the support. You're looking at this candle right now. But if price were to come up and break above this area, above its resistance, you would then be coming back up in the range, and then you can look for buys going up. I'll say as long as price respects this candle, it should be coming down here. you mind me asking, why do you take an entry after a bearish candle? How does it confirm support? So when people just say like, or in general when traders just say like, oh yeah, there's resistance here, to support here, right? It doesn't mean that price will reject this resistance or reject this support. Like, price can technically still be breaking these areas here. For example, let's say you have like resistance here and support here, right? Like, these are your logical support and resistance levels, but it doesn't mean that price will reject those levels. So let's say, for example, we shoot up here. We come up in this area like this. Boom, 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 right? Price can technically still close above this area and then continue up. That's a possibility that can happen. So why I wait for a bearish candle closure is because once you get that bearish candle closing at resistance, it's kind of like a confirmed resistance. You know, whereas people would have like sell limit here to come down or buy limit here to come up, I would just preferably wait for a bearish candle or bullish candle support to go up or down. I don't want to play that guessing game, you know. I look at that as just like guessing, as like gambling, like calling tops and bottoms. It's the same thing as calling tops and bottoms, pretty much. Because you're just saying like, okay, yeah, we have rejected this area in the past, and we should reject it one more time here, or we should reject it again if we were to come up. So I'll take sells here to come down. Like, that's how pretty much what it is. But when you're waiting for a candle to close at resistance, it's more confirmed. It's like saying, why would you want to predict the next resistance when you could wait for the next resistance to be formed and then take sales come down, right? It would just increase your probabilities. Someone's saying a chart here. What do you have here? GJ 15-minute time frame took entry when broke previous low. Two to stop the range. Took partials 10 pips, left the runner. Are you the Joker? You have this in purple and green here, man. That's interesting. Left the runner, nice. Yep. Good trade. 10 pips you caught here, and then you're leaving runner coming down towards that TP. Yep. It should come down there. I missed a few comments here. What scenarios cause you to manage your trade? What triggers what thought in your head that hey, it's time to move stop loss or close partials? You see, like, it's gonna be hard for me to explain those questions because it just depends on the situation. Like, going back to that, you know, a lot of questions really depends on the situation, man. It's like playing a game of, for example, Warzone. And let's say you're pushing a team in a room. Let's say there's a building and there's 3 guys in there, and you're trying to kill all 3 of them in that building. You can't just be asking, well, how? You can't be asking someone or a gamer saying, how would you clear those guys in the building? Because it depends on the situation. It depends on where they're located, the way they play. And it's the same with the market. The markets will always change, right? It depends on how the markets are and how counts are formed in certain situations. So it's gonna be kind of hard to answer that question. Or give you like a direct answer. I'll show you examples when we're in the trades, but I mean, other than that, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to explain it. But I do have a video doing it with a simulation on YouTube. Do exclamation point video in the chat, and a video will pop up and it'll show you pretty much how I manage our stops. Like, go to like this video, go down, like this one, right here. Oh, not that one. This one. How keep losses small. Okay. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video here. In this video, this one. Jesus. Yeah, this video. Go to this video right here, and pretty much I explain how to keep losses small and how manager stops. This was done on a simulator, but yeah, this should help you. if you guys are working on managing your stops. Very good previous candle typically move stops to current candle and be roughly around 10 pips. Yeah, you need a specific example to answer your question. Like let's say like it's obviously here. Let's say I take a sell here, right? On gold, I took a sell here, and I was targeting around my stop loss is here. I took a sell replay here, and I was targeting around the support level right here. Let's say this is my sell. The way I would manage it is pretty much once this candle closes bearish here, and then okay, this candle has closed bearish. I'm still in the trade, cool. So pretty much once this next kind of forms here, and price creates the high and starts to break the low, I'll look to probably move my stop loss from this candle high to the current candle high. Because I understand that if price were to come down, come back up and break this high, it will most likely come up to retest this range here. Right? So therefore, I'm going to manage my stop loss by moving it down to the current candle. And then I'll let it run, come down towards this area. And then probably once the candle here closes with no bond wick here, I would understand, okay, maybe this candle might not have range to go down. So I'll look to move my stops to break even to be more safe on the trade. Right? So it just depends on the situation. Like a lot of things could occur. How far you look left for traffic and all? Just the previous, wherever the most recent left is. Like for example, I'm looking left on in this area right here. This is all I care about. I don't really care about anything that happens back here. It's kind of irrelevant. I just care about the most recent resistance, because this is like pretty much the next area where price will most likely struggle at. That's what I'm looking at. So let's say, you know, price comes down, looks left there, no traffic. Comes down, looks left, no traffic. Oh, we have traffic right here actually. This is your next level of traffic because you have a support being formed here. You have a support being formed there, so therefore this is the next logical level where price will most likely reject that. So you want to look to maybe close partials here or something. Take advantage of that area. Looking for shorting USD. Okay, let's see if you have changed up your charts here. Let's see. 3 times, man. Within 30 minutes, you sent 3 charts, and after every chart you sent, I said send a labeled chart. All you did here was draw an arrow, man. I'm not saying the chart is bad or anything. I'm just saying, like, you know, explain what you're looking for. Like, explain to me what you see. Support formed here. Looking left here. I'm taking sells as price is coming back into range here. Like, what are you looking at? You know, you just drew an arrow here. Like, anyone can draw an arrow, going up or down. Or explain it. You know, that's the 3rd time within 30 minutes. Come on, you gotta learn from your mistakes, man. Label does not mean an arrow, you know. That's being lazy. That's just being, like, you know, no bueno. So if I beat you 1v1 in COD, I can get a course for free. 1v1 in COD? Yeah. COD's not my best game. If you beat me in a 1-on-1 in NHL, then sure. I'm ranked 400 in NHL. Well, I was in like last year, but I kind of fell off when I stopped playing. Yeah, if you beat me in that, sure. Like, you know, here's an example of a label chart. Here, go on text here. You go to like call out, boom. 1. What do you have here? What time is this? This is around 6:30. Okay, cool. 1 pre-NY resistance or cool. Resistance 400 and pre and Y, you know. What do you have here? 2 candle closing bearish at the top of the range. Cool. Boom. Right? What do you have here? Maybe you had an entry here, so cool. 3, looking for entries here as price close bearish. With stop loss at previous candle high. You know, and then for support formed bottom of the range, looking to close partials here and leave a runner until the next support. Boom. And then 5 TP here. Go back to post number 4 or 4 of the analysis. Next support. Boom. Simple. Took about a minute. So that's how you send label charts. Alright, you gotta explain what you're looking for. And you know, and that's one way to get better. Musical Preem, what are you talking about? But I'm getting lazy. You can't get lazy, man. You cannot get lazy in trading. Because if you can't sit down and send a marketable label chart, then how are you in trading FX, you know? If you don't have the time to simply sit down and just mark up a chart or send like a label chart, then you know, how are you gonna be trading? It's like saying you're too lazy to get up and get on your computer to trade every morning, and you rather trade on your phone. You know, it's like that. Nobody got on GJ. A lot of people got on GJ. I didn't get an entry on GJ. I kind of want entries. Let's see. Because you have a support form right here on GJ, so I mean, this is your support form, and we break this low here. We have a potential range to go down. You could maybe anticipate a runner, or anticipate that we're gonna break the support here. Let's see. So in a 1 hour time frame, we're actually pretty clean here to go down. So coming down towards the support right here. Get a 4 hours, yeah, 4 hours pretty clean as well. Let's see. I'm trying to see if we could come down towards the support if we break the support here. Because this range to go down isn't that bad at all. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt a star replay here, guys. On GJ. Sell stops below this 15-minute low here. Lowest area. The anticipation that we're going to continue down. There we go. Stops are gonna be probably a candle, so about 15 pip stop, and then target's gonna be around 20 pips, 18 pips, around that range. So I'm gonna explain in a second. Give me a second. Six stops gonna be around, yeah, so around like a 15 pip stop. The stop loss it might change depending on if we come up to create like a new high, but right now from the starter play perspective, I'm gonna take sell stops below here, anticipating that we're gonna break below support once we break this area to continue down. So stop loss right now is gonna be the current candle high. So probably work right here with spreads. Tough love. This time I tried. So you sent a chart this time. Let's see if it changed, or do you have the same chart up? Oh, not bad. Okay, some improvement. Rejection on this level. Breakout resistance on 1 hour time frame. Volume waiting for this level to get tested. If this gets broken, we'll hold the trade. Yeah, not bad. I get your deal in the trade, so you're lucky. You don't gotta go too in depth, but every time you send a chart, think of it this way. Just imagine you're sending a chart to a guy that has no clue of what you're looking at. Like, if you were to explain it to a new trader, that's how you send charts. And the best thing about it is you can save it. You can save the chart on your winning trades, on your losing trades, just label them, save them, and look back at them at the end of the month, or look back at them at the end of the week, or end of the day, every day, you know, and review the trades, review the winning trades, and review the losing trades, and see what you could do to improve on both sides. That's the best chart. That's the best thing about saving charts, because I have a folder on my thing. It goes like this: 2020, and then within 2020 it goes on months in 2020, and then within those months it goes winning trades and losing trades. So it's a good way to you guys can say back tests. And to improve. Yeah. What I'm gonna do in this trade here is I'm also gonna manage it. I'm gonna look to probably move my stops to entries as we tap like this minor support here, like around 8 pips, around like 139.263. Look to move my stops to break even, and then let the trade just run into the initial target. But yeah, around this range, I look to move my stops to break even. You should get a waterfall though once you break below like around this area. Below the area, you should get a waterfall coming down, because you're looking at this now, right? If you were to drag this all the way across, you're gonna notice that in this area you have no traffic at all. Absolute zero traffic in this area. So that's where you see a waterfall happening on GJ. If we don't break this low, the current 15, we look at stuff else in the previous 15 early. No, if this current 15 candle does not break this low and we do not activate the sell stops, then I'm going to delete the sell stop. because then I'm gonna need for price to, if we just close bearish like this, like let's say we close like this, like this, then I'm gonna need price to close below for me to enter sells. I'm gonna need a closure below. So that might be the 8 AM candle, 8:15 candle. I'm gonna need this, then I'll enter sells, right? But this sell stop is only active on this current candle if it breaks on this current candle. Once we close and we don't break the lows, then I'm not in, I'm out. It'll be a whole different trade perspective, or a whole different trade. Please correct you, sure. What you got going on? Waiting for a break and retest. Okay. Expecting price to create a support and enter a trade when it pulls back for a retest on resistance. My first target will be on a support, then leave a runner. No, not bad. I mean, I think it's a great idea. It's just that I think you should wait for some type of closure below here, probably. Some type of closure below here, and then take sales coming down. And remember that there's not always going to be a retest, right? Is that GJ? That was GU 30-minute time frame. Okay. 3 minutes left? Yeah, 3 minutes left. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we actually break below here. Oh, yeah. Gold here. Gold did the exact same thing that I'm expecting GG to do on this current 15. This is what I'm looking for right here. The sells get activated, and then this is like the sell replay that you have here. Come down towards the support. Same exact scenario for GJ. It's a pretty clean sell. Goes about to be a waterfall? Yeah. Yep. Coming down towards the support here. Minimum here. Yeah, this is clean. This candle. Very clean. Okay, we close in 15. Okay. Yeah, let's see. We have a minute left. If we don't break below, I'm going to delete sell stops and wait for a candle to close below. How do you know if they retest or not? Well, you don't. You saying there's a retest is you predicting there's going to be a retest. You know, you're predicting things based off of what you feel, because retests don't always happen. Like, people will be expecting a retest here. They'll be doing this, boom, boom, right? But why would you want to predict that when you just wait for it to happen? Just wait for price to continue up here. Boom, 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 right? Boom, boom. And people say, oh yeah, this is your retest right here on this candle. And they'll take sells here. But it's bullish, right? So high chance we could still continue up. So that's why I wait for a bearish candle closing. Once you get a bearish candle, boom, I take sales in this candle to come down to retest the lows, right? And then you can say that this is your retest. You can say that this is your retest for price to drive down, but you'll see the retest happen when you see it happen. Does that make sense? One thing you'll learn from the stream, my stream especially, is, okay, I'm deleting the sell stop, by the way, guys. I'm deleting the sell stop. I'm gonna wait for a closure below, because this 15 candle did not break the lows. TB2 hit on gold. Gold is pretty clean, man. Congrats for what I caught gold here. This 1 hour is still running here, and high chances 1 hour will like. Thing is though, like this 15-minute close of no bond wick, but the hourly is still open, right? So this 15, you remember how I said how the 15-minute candle or any type of candle close of no bond wick could mean two things. It could mean that we have no range to go down, or it can mean that we have a lot of volume that price just didn't have time to make that wick. So in this case, I believe that the reason why you have no bottom wick here is because price just has so much volume coming down here that I didn't have time to make that bottom wick. So I expect this gold 1 hour candle to continue all the way down towards the support here, like towards 1815, 412. Took gold for 20. Nice. Yeah, gold's pretty clean. For whoever caught the server play here on gold, congrats. Nice trade, guys. What's the cleanest gold setup I've seen? Yeah, this is gold. Yeah, very clean. Is that server play only in trend, or you could take a buy server play on 1530? Like it really you can counter trend it as well, depending on the situation. Like short term counter trending. Damn, bro, you deserve a medal. I hope one day I'll make it in your course. One of the best lessons I've learned from you is that don't be a hero, let the market be first. Yes, yes, there it is. There's the line. I haven't said it today, but there you said it for everyone. Don't be a hero in the markets. Let the markets come in first. You're just focus on coming in second place. That's it. Don't try to predict the next top and bottom. Just wait for it to actually create that top, and then take the sales come down. You know. It'll save you a lot of time and a lot of cash. A lot of money. Yeah, it's pretty key. You cracked the code, my friend. You cracked the code. That's the #1 tip in FX. People who are struggling with analysis, there it is. That's the secret. It's the secret sauce. Did you ever go to uni? I went to college for like a year. And then FX is, you know. How's life been ever since you hit your forex breakthrough? I've been full time for a year now. It's been pretty chill, I'll say. I'm not done yet, obviously, but it's still a start of a journey. But yeah, I've been full training for a year. I mean, just pretty chill. A year and a couple months actually. Yeah, I quit my job last October 2019, so about a year and 2 months full-time trading. This close to at 50 pips. Oh, 50 pips. Hey, Wixon, yesterday you lost 20 pips or 10 pips on Juj, and today you caught 50 pips. So why are you getting roasted in another stream? I don't know. Who stream am I getting roasted in? I mean, I don't really care if I get roasted in another stream. I'm giving value in my stream. That's all I care about. I don't really care about what everyone says. I'm not here for that forex drama. That that little childish stuff. Or you're asking? I don't know. I don't know what stream I'm getting roasted in. I don't know. Whose stream am I getting roasted in? You know all I care about. You know how Liebel said, you know, I taught him a lesson today about how to not be a hero. I mean, that's all I care about. I just care about making things easier for people and much simpler, and teaching people. As long as you get value of the streams, that's all I care about. I don't really care about if someone talks shit about me in their streams, or it's just FX. The community in general will always be just toxic. So whatever happens, happens. At first, it affected me when I first started streaming because I was new to the social media of trading. But I just got used to it over time, and I realized that it's just like childish people that don't really trade that talk shit. So at the end of the day, they don't really change anything. They don't really change my lot size. They don't really change my trades that I take. They don't really affect my account or anything. So why would I let it, take a part of me? It's a waste of energy. My number one tip for people who really waste time on just bring others down and stuff like that is just go play Call of Duty Search and Destroy with other people, because that game is toxic. Go do that. You can talk your stuff there. You can scream at the kids there. You can scream at go do that there. I'm just trying to catch my 10 pips, so I don't really care. What you guys say? Overwatch? Really? The game's toxic? It doesn't look toxic. I thought it was pretty chill. Search and Destroy is toxic. If you guys know Search and Destroy in Call of Duty, that's very toxic. The most toxic community you can probably have. Man, people say a bunch of stuff about you, your family. Oh man, they have no chill in that game. So. Roaster now 2 years from now, made sure to thank you for changing lives. Appreciate it, man. My number one tip in trading: drop the ego. That's it. Drop the ego. It'll save you a lot of time. You won't waste time on these things anymore. Okay, GJ here. So we have, so if I'm looking for more positions here, guys, I'm looking for more sells below this area. Sells if price breaks this part. Gold here. How many pips was that called? That was about, I'll say 50 pips. Man, gold would have been so clean. Gold was much cleaner than GG today. Well, so far today. Can't do anything about that though. Okay, so look, take a look at this, guys. So we have created support here on GJ, and this is like your resistance that we form, right? But since this candle here coming up to break this high, you kind of have the side replay going up here. So going back to that question about someone earlier asking, can you counter trend a side replay? Yes, you can, and this is an area where you can. This area right here, you're expecting price to continue up here. I'm not gonna take buys here. What I'm gonna do is I'm expecting price to continue up here towards this resistance, and I'm gonna wait for resistance to form here to take sales going down again. That's what I'm gonna wait for. Because buys do make sense here, but the range is very small here to go up, right? So I'd rather just wait for that resistance to form it, and then take sales at the resistance to come down again like this. And then I'll leave a runner come down. Probably this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for entries here. This candle stops previous candle. Take partials around this area. Leave a runner coming down towards TP, which is at 139, 150. So this range is gonna be about 37 pip range. If this situation occurs. You see the reverse arrow play? Yep. It's pushing up here. Stops for like 9 pips. I mean, The only thing about taking reverse target plays or trying to catch a counter trend is, since it's a counter trend, the probability of it playing out is less than if you were to follow the trend. But the trade itself does make sense. How do you spot key zones and how do you determine momentum? Well, the higher the time frame, the stronger the resistance. Like, I understand that this is just a minor resistance here. This is like a 30-minute minor resistance. We've only, like, this resistance was formed on these two candles here, therefore it's only minor. But if you were to go on like a higher time frame, go to like or go to a 30-minute time frame and see that, you know, like maybe this area right here. This area right here is probably gonna be a much stronger support you have here, because you have rejections here, rejections here, rejections here, rejections here, rejections here. So this is a much stronger support. Regarding to momentum, that's all within the candles and the way candles close. Like, for example, going back to this candle, if you were to go back to this candle over here, or this range over here, you're gonna notice that what's the difference? Going on 30 minute or 15. Okay, what's the difference within these wicks here? Or okay, let's take a look at this. What's the difference? Like, what do you see here? You see a range, right? But if you really zoom in and you draw your support here off of that body and you draw resistance here, what do you see on this candle that you don't see on these other candles here? Like, you range for a bit, and what happened on this candle? This candle here actually closed below within the wicks, therefore we are breaking the support, so you can expect the next candle to continue down with more momentum, because we're kind of breaking out the range here. So what happened with the next candle was price just came down, obviously, right? But it's all within the candles. That's how I determine volume, and the time frames as well. Just the sessions, you know, New York session, London session, Asian session, depending on the opening or closing of the sessions. Not gonna lie, I thought the New York session opened up already. I thought it was 8. I thought it was 8 something. I wasn't looking at the time. It's about to be 8 AM though. So New York session is about to open up here. We should get some type of volume. I'm guessing what's happening here is that, like, you see how, like, so going back to that question about like taking reversals on a small time frame, or taking a starter play against going against the trend. Thing is, like, the trade makes sense here, but if you go on an hourly time frame, the reason why we're going up here could be potentially to make that bottom wick on the hourly time frame, because the hourly time frame started up here, all the way up here, and now the 15-30 minute are closing bullish at support. Therefore, we're creating this wick here on the hourly. So high chance on within the next hourly candle, this one will continue down to fill the wick to continue to come down. So it really depends on the situation. But in this case, this is what I'm expecting price to do here. I'm expecting price to continue down for a wick fill. But yeah, that wick was being created off these 15-minute candles. So if you break the support here, I'm gonna take some sells here below 139.360. Are you into cars? No, man. Well, yeah, kinda. Not too crazy though. Like, I'm not that into cars. Like, I'm not like Q Banks type of guy, you know. Like, I don't really like cars like that. Like, they're cool, but it's just like, at the end of the day, it's just a piece of metal. You know, it's just a piece of metal with 4 wheels. What's the difference in $500,000 piece of metal versus a $100,000 piece of metal with 4 wheels, or even a $30,000 piece of metal with 4 wheels? A lot? Alright, bro. All right, man. We're not gonna go there. All right? The point I'm trying to make here is that cars isn't always gonna be the best investment in your life. All right, man. All right, I'm serious. We're gonna keep it as that. All right. Which levels do you consider more significant on candlesticks? Higher, low, or open and closes? The body closures. Because wicks don't mean anything. Like, for example, we have wick down here on this candle, but we have all closed above this area. So if we actually get a closure in the future below this area like this, therefore we're gonna get momentum because we are breaking the support, and we will most likely continue down towards the next support. So that's why body candle closures are very key. Wicks don't really mean anything. Like the 1 hour close below here, I'm looking for sells in this situation, but I kind of want to see where I want to enter here. So maybe if we get some type of break of this level here or something, I'll take sells. Because this trade here will be based a lot off the hourly time frame. If I were to take sells. I'm back. What I missed the last 20 minutes? Nothing. I mean, you didn't miss much. Nothing happened. I'm thinking of the start replay here on the 30-minute time frame, but something's throwing me off here a bit. Just the way that this is for, like, just the way that we have like these closures here and these wicks here, on a 15, kind of bothering me for it to take the start replay here on the 30-minute time frame. So I'm probably gonna wait for a closure below. That'd be ideal. Or what I might do is I might take a small position on a 30-minute time frame once we break the low, and take more positions once we actually close below. So kind of like 2 entries on the same trade setup. Maybe I'll start with a 3 lot, and then I'll add a 5 once we get a closure below. That might be my plan. Shorting USDG PY. Okay, let's see your 4th chart of the day. Let's see if we have improvements here on your chart. Let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, rejection of a significant area for a second 50 EMA. It's getting better, you know. Maybe a couple more labels explaining, you know. Oh, we're looking for buys here. Oh, you're looking for buys here. It might be a bit tough, man, because looking at this, if you really zoom in, you can have support here. Obviously, you can have resistance form here. Since we did close bearish at resistance, I mean, this is the top of the range. High chance, if you're looking at this, we will continue down to retest the bottom of the range again. So. And also, if you're taking a look at this is kind of clean traffic price drive down here. So if you're looking for buys, I think buys will be valued above this area, above 104, 779, 7 or wherever 723. Above there will be ideal for buys to continue up. But I think we should be coming down here to retest the lows again. More labels, less ketchup and mustard indicators. Ketchup, mustard. if you didn't take profit on gold, then oh man, tough. Pretty much tap the target area. There's no point in holding for an extra like what, 5 pips. That's why sometimes you see me just manually closing trades and stuff, just letting it hit my TP, because it doesn't always hit the exact TP you put. Spire in house, what's going on, man? Those prove important in stock trading though, but are you stock trading? And once you know the meaning to those indicators, you'll start to remove them later. Going back to this, man. What does this tell you here? Yeah, this catch-up thing over here, right? This catch-up thing. This catch-up yarn here. So you have two yarns here. You have the red yarn. You have the yellow yarn. The red yarn tells you that we are just, this is just support here. That's it. If you remove it and draw a line here, it's just that price is bouncing off support. And it's just like your average support and resistance levels, you know. Copy, delete this, go to this, text, paste that, boom. What made you take the gold sell? I didn't take any positions. This is just broken down. I'm not trading gold until January, because I didn't spend the last couple months here backtesting gold. Just because gold here was this setup here was the same setup I was looking for on GJ, but it formed on gold only. The setup play formed on gold here. This is how it was broken down. Pretty much sells below here, stops current candle, targeting around this area. The reason why I didn't take GJ because that didn't happen. You know, nothing formed on GJ for me to enter, or there's no entries given for me on GJ. But once we break below here, yeah, I'll take GJ sells. I'll be down for GG sells. For my US30 lovers, US30 hasn't been doing much for the past couple of days, hasn't it? Hasn't been doing much at all. Okay, why is my yeah, it's pretty nasty. US30. Nah, it's clean. Ooh, could we be getting a pusher, guys? Could we be getting a pusher? So 1 hour looks like it's enough for the wick here to continue down. We're gonna be breaking the 15 30-minute lows here. I think yeah, I'm gonna anticipate sell entries here. How big are stops though? 15 pip stops for like a, yeah, 22 pip range, not bad at all. And then I'm gonna take a second entry once price closes below, depending on the situation. Let's see. Because even if you drive down here, drive down towards like 139, 150, the day time frame will still be bullish, right? Because like we'll be down, like if you do drive down, the day kind of will look like this then, which is like that. So I mean, technically, as long as we don't break the previous candle low, we're still bullish, right? So I mean, price still has a chance to continue up somewhat, some way, but the likelihood is very low for that to happen. But I mean, anything can happen. Ooh. Yeah, probably what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna take sell stops here with a smaller position, and then look to add a position once price closes below. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my stops to break even as we tap the support here at like 139.300, and let the rest run risk free coming down towards the support here. Take partials around this area as well, 139.260, because we have some minor support there. Wait, have you entered GSL based off what? Start replay. Pretty much I'm anticipating as we're breaking this low here, this bullish candle low, the 1 hour, I'm expecting the price to fill a wick, right? Because the 1 hour it came up, this 1 hour expected to fill a wick, which it did, is doing right now. So go on a 30-minute time frame as we close bullish here, within the last 30-minute candle, creating now a wick. We're coming down to break that low. I'm anticipating that price will break the support to continue down further. So right now, guys, I'm in the trader. I got in around this area, pretty much, and then target's gonna be around stop loss is the current candle high, around that area, 15, 16 pips, and then TP's gonna be around this area. Popping a small position at first, and then might add another position later as we come down. The 15th will close in a minute too, so I'll want this 15-minute to really close bearish here. Preferably, I want it to close below. If we get close below, that'll be bonus for us to continue down. If we get close below, I enter another position, right? If we don't close below, I'm gonna still let it run risk free, or let it run, not risk free, just let it run, because it's only a small position. So I'm willing to take that small risk. But definitely need anticipate a closure below. Well, below 139.370 would be ideal. He said like selling bonds and buying tops. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Last time I checked, actually I'm not gonna speak on this. All love. All love. Tell him it's all love. Tell him it's peace and love, you know? Peace and love. That was roasted as. Yo, I just, you know, it's just gotta just hold your tongue and say all love, you know. Because when you say it's all love and you end the convo right there, you win. When you talk back and you try to add more fire to the fuel to the fire, you let them win. So when you say all love, peace and love, you win. Because they want you to interact with them. They want you to add give your energy towards them, right? But when you don't give your energy, you win. So it's all love. We're not gonna say any names in the chat. It's like it's just, you know, it's all love. We all know who it is here, anyways, right? If you guys been here long enough, it's not the other guy. It's just it's a whole different guy. I'm gonna say is who died in the Avengers in the last movie? Who's it that died in the Avengers? That guy. Dear Hunter. Price pushing down here, guys. Okay, guys, I am going to move my stop loss from this 15 pip stop loss current to the current candle low. So I'm only risking around 5 pips now in this trade. All right, I'm letting it run risk free. Well, not risk free. I'm letting it run with only a 5 pip stop loss here because price has now created a new high here. So if price were to come up and flip bullish again, especially after creating a new low, high chance it's going to continue back up. So I'm going to look to manage our stops and move it down to the current candle. So there you go. Step 1 is complete. We have managed our stops to a logical standpoint. Yeah, run a 4 pip stop loss there now. Because one, price did not really close below here. We have closed above the support. So another thing is that we have created a new low here anyways, right? So it just makes sense to move our stops to the current candle. It just would make sense for us to really hold a position, especially after this candle did not close below, right? Move stop loss to current candle low as the previous 15 did not close below as expected. And price created a new low. There it is. That's the reason why I did it. Because one thing you gotta understand is that you can't really control your losses. The only thing you can do is really manage them, right? Like this trade here, I took it off the hourly time frame, especially off the hourly, and I'm expecting price to just continue down, right? But if price is not like doing what we're expecting to do, the only thing you could do is just manage your stops. Right? Because look, so now as we're breaking the current kind of high again, all that is now is just price respecting the support. Because the reason why we entered was because it was more of an anticipation of the starter play. That's the only reason why I only popped a small lot as well, right? I popped a 3 lot instead of a 5, instead of popping an 8, sorry. Because price, I took it off of anticipation that the 30-minute time frame will break this low to continue further down and close below. But since the 15 didn't close, I didn't enter another position, first of all. And another thing is that I didn't, oh, now you can look at it just as a support being formed and price rejecting off that support, right? Going back to the whole thing I said earlier about how like wicks don't mean anything, wicks can just literally come down but just still close back in the range, right?
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on 2 separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
to on and post entries, managing on and post entries are goated. I'm telling you, man, it's what makes me happy. Like, I don't care about my profits, man. I literally do not give about my profits. Like, profits can be anything. They can come anytime. All I care about is just managing my trade to a logical point. I'm probably gonna take another attempt though, but I will definitely now wait for probably this 30-minute count to close below the support. If that happens, then I'll take another attempt coming down. Did your entry get hit? Yeah, my entry got hit. Pop a 3 lot, about $129 loss. So I mean, nothing, right? Pretty much to what we usually catch on our trades. So very small. That's my first loss. Well, not even my loss in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 trades. So. Trades taken. Negative 5 pips. That was taking out what? 8. Let me check. $8:15. Yeah, 8:15 a.m. All right. Like going back to what I said earlier about how, like, the reason why I didn't want to take a bigger position, just because like something threw me off with the 15-minute time frame. So that's why I just took a small position here off a 3 lot instead of popping my regular usual 8 lot size. So it was kind of like a win-win trade. Take an attempt, small loss, or either you take an attempt and you can add a position once you get a closure. So a lot of things could have done there. You still win? No, I'm not. I got hit at entry. Well, not entry. I got hit up with a 4 pip loss. First trade of December. But gonna take another attempt here very soon. One thing I must say is though, if this 15 candle does not close below, then high chance you might just arrange for the rest of until like 9 or 9:15 air time, right? But if we actually get a closure below here, then we will continue down, and we'll get another push coming down here towards the support. Go do anything. Gold here came back up to retest the range. No, not bad. Good call. Moving off the current candle high. Alright, I wish I could put polls up, but be honest, do you guys get more excited about making profits in FX or managing your trade? Like managing your losses and keeping them small. Like, what do you guys get more excited about? We're gonna get a mix of answers here, but making profits, both. But pick one though. What would you like? What do you get more excited about though? I think making profits is the most boring thing. Like for me, it's the most boring thing ever. Like I don't get excited about it as I used to, Cause it's come to the point where it's just like, I understand that it probably will just come naturally, man. Like trust me, I promise you, they'll come naturally. The way you manage your stops though will lead to bigger profits, right? So that's all I care about, honestly. Like there's levels to trading, you know. Literally nothing. I mean, no emotions at all. I get emotions when I manage a trade. Like I get happy. I get happy that I manage a trade. But it's a good emotions though. Yeah, that's true, quality. The more experienced you are, the more you care less about your profits. Yep, that's true. A lot of new traders, they just look for profits, profits, money, money, money. Lambo, 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 right? But if you're really trading and you love it, you love the lifestyle, then you'll care more about just the trade itself. And yeah, that's why I guess you can say that I just don't care about my profits anymore. Like I obviously care about them. They contribute to my success, to my trading. But regardless from that, it's just like, you know, I don't get excited about it. Feel the more you are concerned with your profits, the more you trade off emotions. Yeah. Nothing wrong to be happy about profits at all, by the way. It's obvious. It's like Samurai said. It's just a validation of him making accurate calls, right? So it's just different ways of looking at it. I'm not getting excited about your stream. I love, man. Being happy on how we manage trade on the trade is a win, in my opinion. Now, managing the trade itself is a win, you know. Like I'm very happy about the way I managed the trade here. Very happy, because now we are closing bullish. And if I didn't close earlier, I would probably close right now. Well, in 15 seconds, once we can do close bullish back in range, because therefore the trade is invalid now, and we'll most likely come back up to retest the high, right? So, you know. See, pushing up here, closing bullish, most likely gonna continue up, retest this range here. So, pretty happy about that. I saw what under is. Yikes. I wouldn't spend countless hours on charts just to manage my losses low. That's why I said both profits are encouraging me. Yeah, I mean, obviously you spend more hours on charts just back testing and looking for winning trades. So obviously when you win a trade, it kind of pays off. I think this is different levels to it. Like the first thing you do when you're starting off is you look for the winning trades, and then later on, as you get more comfortable winning trades, and you kind of have that set playlist, or not set playbook, where you just enter only a certain amount of trades, in certain scenarios. You get to the point where you just you look deeper into the trades, like how could you manage trades. So I think that's where I'm at. I've gone to a point where the trades I take are just like, it's either they form or they don't form, and I don't take them, or I do take them. Got stopped on AUD USD. On the sell? On the buy? Or what happened here? USD JPY, you mean? What did USD JPY do, by the way? Let me check. Oh, there it is. There it is. Remember how I said this right here? I mentioned how USD JPY will come down here based off this right here, closing bearish at resistance. I mean, it came down, right? And that was based off of the fact that this candle here closed bearish at resistance. So I think you took an entry here on USD JPY right when price was like right here, especially after it closed bearish, which is like a risky trade. So that's why I kind of warned you on that trade, if you're still in it. What happens if this candle breaks the low in post entry or not? On GJ, what time frame? Oh, this candle breaks the low. I kind of really want a closure below, man. I mean, it will make sense, kind of. It's just that I kind of already took an impulse entry. I guess you could say a more aggressive entry. So I don't want to take another aggressive entry. I would just rather just have a closure below as my second entry. That makes sense though on the 15. It's kind of like you have the starter play back to back. You guys hear that? Listen to the beat very closely. You hear like little, like it sounds like a spoon hitting a glass. I think it sounds getting to me, man. Getting to my head. That's all I hear at night. Probably some ghost. You guys didn't hear that? Like, I listen to this song every day. Well, on stream, obviously. If you guys think about it, we listen to this playlist. It lasts around 30 minutes. We're on a stream for like 2.5 hours. We listen to it about 5 times. Nice. Come on, GJ, continue down here. 139, 150. Can we get a 139, 150 here, GJ? Can we get a 139, 150, GJ? Where's that water? $139, 150. Calling it once. One 350 could have been an entry for GR now. 139, 345. 139, 345. Where? Off of what time frame? 30-minute time frame? 350 is up here. Down here. I mean, it could have been a better entry. Yeah, 100% would have been a better entry. But how would you have gone in there? With what confirmation? But yeah, it's obviously a better entry than anything down here. Oh! Did you push down impulse like you said? Impulse. You mean like once you break below this right here? I mean that was valid, but entries here, I don't think I don't see an entry there. Like I don't see anything confirm for me to get an entry here. I think entries here would have been valid, but here I don't know. I don't see anything here. Aside because like even if price were to come down there, it didn't break any lows or anything. You know, all I did was just reject this resistance. I think it wouldn't have given me an entry. Is what I mean. Can you make a video on position selecting and on margin? Yeah, you wanna only have 100% margin left in your account. I'm joking. Don't do that. I think the answer to that is just risk a certain amount in your account. Like I like to risk 3% or less. So every trade I take will be 3% or less of my account size. So that's why I usually risk. Nice, GJ pushing down here. 8 pips. Did anyone get an entry here, guys? I had a second entry here. Close there. Partials, and then close this as well. Boom, bing, bada bing. This is my position. I close full though, just around this area, 10 pips. Gonna call it a trade. Like the reason why do you really have the second entry? Yeah, I just closed both. It's a setup play on the 15. I wasn't gonna take it at first, but I then saw like the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time was still bearish here, and we have like about it's still an NY session opening. We had about 30 minutes left within. It was 8:30 when I took it, so we had about 30 minutes left within that time, that hourly candle. So since the hourly candle was coming down to break the lows again, I just anticipated the hourly will continue further down to pretty much fill the entire range. So I just took a second entry on it. A second star replay. Yeah. took a second entry. What do you have here? ECG just sells here. Entry when candle broke previous low. 2 steps that lost back under range. Expect to take partials and leave runner 139 150. I suspected a hit. Yep. Made perfect sense. I just don't understand why this is purple, man. It's kind of throwing me off here. You're different. Like the hourly time frame was like really the only time frame that like kept me, well, they gave me really the idea to position, honestly. Like the 15 just for my entries, 30-minute, it was just the trade was just mostly based off of the 1 hour time frame. And the way that like this one closed right here. Man, there's another thing is that like within like the past 2-3 weeks or past month or so on GJ, like GJ has just came down without giving us like a closure below a range. You know what I mean? Like yesterday was like on a 15-minute time frame. Yesterday at around I think 7 a.m. it gave us an entry with closure below. I think it was around, where is it? 7 a.m. yesterday. Right here on this candle, right here, right? Yesterday when we got closure here, like that was like the only time where I've seen within the month of November that we actually got closure below here. So I mean, there's many times this month where it didn't really give us that entry, and we actually just continued without getting that closure. Like in this case, it didn't happen as well. And in this case earlier, this candle over here at the 7 a.m. candle, we didn't do that as well. We just came all the way down without giving a closure below. So I feel like a lot of impulse entries were, that's why in November, there was more impulse entries than there were just like a break of a range to go up or down entry. And that's why there were a lot of side replays in November. A lot of side replays in November. I'm head off. Have a good day. Hey man, you too, man. I appreciate you for coming today. People wondering how you got a second entry should be thinking about why you didn't and how you can next time. Yep. I know a lot of people got entries here though. A lot of people got entries here as well. Whoever got an entry here, leave a 1 in the chat if you got an entry here on GJ, a second entry. Because look now, like this kind of here, it kind of closed below the range here, but look at the way it closed. Look how far down it closed. So like, if you were to enter on this kind of opening, your stop loss will have to be all the way up here. So it just wouldn't make any sense here, right? The range isn't enough to go down here to where your stop loss is. I think today could be a big day if we, I doubt it's gonna be a big day though. I think we're gonna range for the rest of the day and later on, especially after we tap the support here. But I think below 138, 988 will be your next sell opportunities, because now we're getting to a very choppy area here. You're getting into like this weird area, so it's gonna be a bit choppy in this area. I'll say just call it a day, and wait, or if anything, wait for price to break below here, which I doubt it will today. But if it does, then price will come all the way down towards probably the support right here, or even the support right here. Runner 20 pips deep, nice. Yeah, I didn't leave a runner. I just closed full at 10 pips. I did not leave a runner because this is like my planned target anyways, right? Pretty much it came down to near it, so I just closed it. Didn't really leave a runner. If I had entries like over here, then maybe. If I had entries above this area, then maybe. But and also what I'm trying to do now is like I'm trying to not leave runner positions unless it's a very big position. Like let's say like it's only like a 20 pip range going down or like a 4 pip range going down. I'm just gonna close full at 10 pips. I'm gonna focus for 2020 to focus my runners more and focus on leaving them only when I have like bigger positions in mind, like bigger targets, you know. Let's say for example, day time frame is bullish or weekly is bullish. I'm expecting price to continue up this week until this target. If I get in buy somewhere around this area or something, I'll attempt a runner going all the way up towards that weekly target, like 100 over 100 pips or whatever it is. Because it kind of doesn't really make sense for me anymore to like attempt like a 10 pip runner, you know, like closing half at 10 pips and then leaving a runner for another 10 pips. It's like you might as well close a full position, because the point of runners is to have them make more than your initial position. Like let's say you close half at 10 pips and you made $10 on a position with the runner, you'll want the runner to make you more than $10 of your initial position. So for that to happen, you're gonna need a bigger range. Go make another push down, yeah. I say gold, now that we're breaking like below the support here, we're gonna probably continue down to fill the rest of the range. Probably coming down towards 1809 here. This would be ideal in this area, because like this is like your previous range, right? So like technically this area was an area where you could expect price to retest to go back up, right? But since we are closing bearish here, there's no bullish kind of formed here. High chance we have to continue back in the range. And since we're kind of breaking back in the range here, we're most likely going to continue down to fill the rest of the range. I'm not sure if price give entries though here. Let me check. Yeah, no, you didn't really get an entry here. Do you know why some brokers does not allow you to place stop loss as close as others do? I think it just depends on your spread. I'm not sure. The only time I had that issue was with my magical device, my no promo device, when I think there's an option on the device that said move stops to break even only when you're 10 plus pips in profit. I think I had that set on, so I couldn't move my stops to break even. But other than that, I didn't have any broker issues like with any of my brokers with moving my stops when it was like 6 pips in profit or 5 pips in profit. My no free promo device. Magical device? It slipped out, man. It slipped out. So far, December is not bad though. Yesterday was not bad. Today was definitely not bad at all. So, not rangy or anything, right? So, I want to see how the rest of December goes. But I had a slow start to December so far. Only took 2 trades so far in December. No, sorry, 3 trades in December so far. So, what's your favorite setup? Probably the setup play or the fake out play. The fake out is one of my favorites. It doesn't happen as often anymore, but example of the fake out play is right here on gold. Right here, it's setting up right now on gold, where we're just coming back into range. A simpler way to say fake out play is just a price coming back into range. That's all that is. It's just price breaking support coming down towards the next support. But yeah, it's like a fake out up to go back down, right? Look at it from that perspective.
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions.
I put myself around 10 pips. Then I don't know. Ask your broker. I'm not sure. It might be depending. How big are your spreads though? Like, are they 5 pips? Like, what are they? Because my spreads on my broker are only a pip and a half, maybe 2 pips sometimes on GJ. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a day here guys. Pretty much took 2 positions today. Second position I took, the first position I took was small lot, second position was a 10 pip position. I'll post my results up later on Instagram, but I think I'm gonna call it a day because there's not much I'm looking for, and GG is gonna be a bit dry here in this area. Well, I believe it's gonna be dry just because the fact that we're just in this range now, in this choppy area. So you definitely need a break below there for another move to occur, and I don't think that's gonna happen until like 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. So I'll wait for that to happen. If it happens, then by all means we'll cash our pips. But until then, it's like there's no point in me waiting for it, right? And yeah, other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Today's stream went by pretty quick. Hope you guys had a great day today. Hope you guys don't overtrade today. And I appreciate everyone showing up today. Alright, appreciate all the likes, all subscribers, whatever it is, right? All love, and catch you guys tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Alright guys, peace and love.
Welcome to Eternal Take, the Dark World.
你准备好了吗？
I turned to an addict, I brought me a paddock, I brought her a baby one. Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, it came with 2 doors, yeah, that's a Mercedes one. I stay with the baddest, I'm counting the cabbage while making my lady come. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a Brabus, that's why I be racing. Yeah, we brought the full door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought the full door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought the full door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought the full door, had to get ready for war. I got static in my city, who fucking with me? Pull up with this 30 and this chopper hold a 50. Man, I heard that nigga Mickey. That's too risky. Yeah, we spray his car, spray his window. Icky, icky. She keeps sucking on my dick, trying to get it hickey, hickey. Girl, I swear that pussy too wet. Sticky, sticky. I kicked her right out of the front door. I'm picky, picky, yeah. And every time she go to call my phone, I'm busy, busy, yeah. Hello. I heard it's some niggas that's on my head. I heard it's some niggas that's on my brain. Oh my God, y'all niggas bet you'll be for y'all, I'll be dead. Yeah, yeah. Whole lot of hoes, whole lot of men. Yeah, whole lot of clothes, nigga be stealing my swag. Whole lot of emeralds, please tuck your baguettes. Yeah, whole lot of red rubies on my neck. Uzi, it came with a tick. The brick, it came with a vid. I can teach you how to flex. The Draco, it came with a fist. The condo, it came with a pit. My new bitch, she came with some nick. Man, these boy ain't believe me until I pulled up and my neck was on switch. Man, these boy ain't believe me, they thought I believe in the devil like witch. Man, these boy ain't believe me, a real rock star chrome heart on my beanie. I swear these boy cannot see me, that's why I be living my life like I'm Stevie. Wake up Versace, my bitch, I got on that titty, I you better change. I turned to an addict, I brought me a paddock, I brought her a baby one. Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, it came with 2 doors, yeah, that's a Mercedes one. I stay with the baddest, I'm counting the cabbage while making my lady come baddest. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a Brabus, that's why I brought a G-Wagon. Yeah, we brought the full door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, I ain't fuck a bitch so long, I do it in the Honda Accord. I had to count my money on the iron board. I just took that bitch shopping, but behind the stores. I had to get all my niggas off buying, I had to get them off holding. I had to take 12 right on the mile, drive it like my van was stolen. It seemed like my birthday brand new, cause I'm only known just to flow. Yeah, I just know they be watching it, yeah, I just know they be watching. All these hoes love me, I am such a slimy guy. Nigga, do not trust me, baby, I'ma bust you. Way before you bust me, you shouldn't have trust me. Girl, you got off lucky, yeah. If it's beef, no partake. No, I do not eat steak. All I eat is fish plates. My diamonds so cold in the freezer, my wrist. Somewhere in the hill, probably my bitch stay. Switching my crib and you know I'm gon' switch states. I made $1 million, yeah, off a mixtape. I made $1 million, I turned to an addict. I brought me a paddock, I brought her a baby one. Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, it came with 2 doors. Yeah, that's a Mercedes one. I stay with the baddest, I'm counting the cabbage while making my lady come baddest. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a Brabus, that's why I brought a G-Wagon. Yeah, we brought the full door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, I ain't fuck a bitch so long, I do it in the Honda Accord. Whoa. I had to count my money on the iron board. Yeah, I just took that bitch shopping. Fuck behind the stores. Fuck behind the stores. You know that I gotta keep it real. Fuck behind the stores. Sure. You know that I gotta keep it real. Fuck behind the stores. Yeah, count up a $500,000. I'm behind the stores. Yeah, she gonna that molly like she ain't never take a steal before. You acting